Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Couldn't sleep, got some things on my mind, so I want to post it. And if you got time, I'd share it with you. I have a brother, well, should I say, I had a brother once that told me that if the world was coming to an end, don't tell him about it, let it slip up on him. Or if he was walking down the street and there was somebody finna drop a bomb on him, he was saying there's nothing he could really do about it. He was saying, don't tell him about it. Just let the drone or whatever drop the bomb and take him out because he didn't want to go through the stress of having to deal with space and time between the action itself and its impact. So I can understand sometimes of why we don't want to know what's going on. But oftentimes to know what's going on can prevent the continuation of what's going on if it's something that you do not like. And the purpose of most missions, especially this one, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, is to identify those things that deny the people the basic rights and share with them, if need be, why it's happening. But not only that, the most important thing is to share with them the solution. You know, because in America today, we got all kind of fashions going on. We got people stating this and stating this and stating this, and all these things are at odds with one another, and yet they are expected to be considered as true and acceptable. And it's just not. It is to those who speak it out, but not to those who are hearing it. And so, especially when it comes down to politics, you get the Republicans and Democrats at odds about everything. Nobody seems to wants to work together. You got politicians who say, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to force us to work together, or I'm going to try to force legislation by knowing that a piece of legislation is important, and yet I'm going to hold it hostage unless I can get everybody, at least enough of us, to come together and say we're going to do it. And we got people so at odds with brother with one another, the thing doesn't get done, and what happens? You, the people, suffer. You, the people, are the ones who really got the true power in this particular system of government. You got the power to make things right. However, the politicians, the political parties, they are a representation of what they say their constituency. They are a representation of you. In other words, the confusion that you see with them is the confusion that you have. And so, why are you so confused? Why are they so confused? In a situation where most things, at least where the problems exist, are situations that are common amongst you. And if some get it fixed, you know everybody want it fixed. And so why shouldn't the discussion be how do we fix it so that we can all be satisfied as opposed to I'm going to, as the Republicans and Democrats are doing, I will try to outlie to you to get your participation, and I promise you mine. And when you require it, I'm going to tell you go somewhere. I'm not going to do it. I'm just, in other words, I just lied to you, straight out lied. In other words, you get people trying to be at odds with one another. When you get politics working like that, ladies and gentlemen, how can you win? You cannot win. You can never win. And yet, when you've got these different factions coming in talking about what they can do, their considered advice is no good. It's just as look. How long have in your lifetime? How long have you known poverty to exist? You might not have experienced, but how long have you known it to exist in this country? How long have crime and violence existed in this country? How long have there been people without adequate food and clothing and shelter, adequate education and health care? How long have people been unemployed or having inadequate employment that would allow them to foster their dreams? How long have this stuff existed? Ever since you've been in the world. And who have been talking about changing it and making it right? I mean it seriously. Well, we got the Democrats right now spending a lot of time talking about it. But you even got Democrats at odds with it. You got all kind of people at odds with it. And it's something that everybody wants. It just got some people got it and don't care whether you get it or not. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, as I said, if you have no solutions, then you just really a waste of time. So answers are what we are looking for. The devil is loose in the USA. Evil has been played around with. It's been played with for so long that it has opened a path for the devil's arrival. Now, the evidence of the devil's presence here in the USA is in the threat to kill or kill family members of anyone that does not go along with the plan, with lying and cheating and stealing or killing, do whatever is necessary to benefit the devil. Now, to defeat the devil, man needs God. Because without God, man is already defeated. Evidence here. Joe Biden has talked a good talk when it comes down to heaven and this.